Okay, hello, welcome to the 500 Ham Project. I'm here with the hand reader, Pascal Stossel, and this is Brent Bruning, and he just saw the final video cut, and we've had a number of comments as well of the hand, so I wanted to just provide a kind of an encapsulated summary of what Pascal saw in the hand in a way that hopefully is useful for you. So, Pascal, what would you say? How you didn't know he was a movie director?
Yes, that was right. And I just took this picture as a fantasy picture, so this was actually more by accident that he was a movie director. And I said this because I saw one time the hand of Steven Spielberg, and he had a broad palm, and the fingertips, they're already how we say that, frog pads, and this brings a lot of creative perspective within. Long index finger, so is the leader and holding things big together and having interesting perspectives.
Mm-hmm. And how did you combine that to the fingerprints to arrive at a picture of what type of movie he would make?
Because when I look into the fingerprints, there are a lot of worlds, and these are also kind of worlds, and worlds has a quality of going into a very creative area, and the other thing it has to do with when I also take the lessons. This is about his learning part of valuing himself. So this part tells me that maybe they like to go in areas where other people don't like to go, so bringing poor values where other people don't pay attention, bringing this up into the public world. So this is actually combining quality what I used when I looked at the fingerprints.
So the poor values you saw was the loop on the left Saturn finger, the left middle finger.
Exactly, and Worlds has a high tendency for sacrificing. So he loves when he goes into a kind of area where he has to give up himself for something bigger. So this is maybe a topic what he likes to take in his movie and to show to the people.
Mm-hmm. And he mentioned that he was attracted to hot irons, and he loved the challenge and the thrill of danger. And where do you see that in the hand?
Well, the whole hand, in a way, has, like I said, earth, and there's also fire quality with the upper. So people like that, they have a high adventure quality, and also the Mars. Especially on this side, is very big. He's a little bit tired, but he's a big Mars. So this is all the adventure energy that they like to go and take the hot irons out.
Okay, so we had some comments. I posted the hand for a week before, actually a week and a half, and we were able to get some people guessing who we have here. And so I wanted to acknowledge some of these guesses because we had some pretty good ones. Amit Chopra said, if you see that there's an inverted U shape on the mount of Venus, and I am guessing he's talking about this inverted U. It's an inverted U, because I would guess a normal U would be that, so it's a bit inverted U. He says that there is no doubt that this guy can deceive anyone with his communication skills. Do you have any experience with deception or going undercover? Have you seen anybody who, what traits you would expect to see with someone going undercover?
With this sign or what?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about his palm reading skills, so it can be true what he say. I don't know. I never made this kind of experience, so I interpret things like that. That's for me actually not lines. This is just the Mars area that is tired. So this shows me just an exhaustion of him, and he went too much on the limit, on the physical limit, and it tells me I need to recover myself. This is how I look at it.
Patty Lightflower says, this is someone totally in control of their environment, outwardly more opinionated than they are in their personal lives. And this combination of the angled girdle of Venus, bulging fingertips, strong, deep sun line, shows this person literally gets high off of expressing themselves. They like to be heard. So first off, where do you see him being more opinionated in their public life, in their personal life, and how would you see that?
As far as I heard, that she brought, because these two lines are more together and these others are more
wider,
apart.
and then they're closer there.
Yeah, I agree with this view. And the other thing what I see is as well that the index finger on the right hand is longer as on the left hand, and the pinky there is a little bit torn to the thumb. So it means about controlling and leading. So out the world, he's someone who can hold things together. So when he has an opinion, a view, he's also directing this view and holding the picture together. So I would go more in this direction, but I agree with that observation as well.
Yeah, okay, good, thank you. And then GM Hand Reader says, Earth hand with air fingertips can do good in media and showbiz.
It's possible, yeah. They love an environment where it is unusual, and so putting themselves into the center, it's always a good thing for them when they have such spatulate fingertips. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
Mika van Uwick. As far as I can see, the thumb is short, so this person has on a deeper level not enough self-esteem when the thumb is short. He or she has a lot of fantasy and will do almost anything to be accepted by other people. He's talking about the moon, and Mercury and Sun are okay, so this person could be on a platform.
For me, the thumb doesn't look too short. He's just a thumb at the moment that holds too much together. So for me, he has a fine thumb, a strong thumb. So I see it there a little bit differently. And the other thing, what is about the moon?
She said that he has a lot of fantasy,
yeah.
And this guy could be on a platform of some sort.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Where do you see the fantasy?
Yeah, you can for sure go with the fantasy. It's all the bigger uppers. This is the part of the world of having a big horizon and having creative perspective, and big moons is well a part of it. So I call this the Apollo line. So this brings also a creative input in it. So there's all these three places gives you this kind of fantasy world. Sure, when he would have some stronger Venus line, then
you have even more fantasy with the Venus girdle.
Venus girdle, yeah.
Okay, GM Hand Reader noticed that in our discussions, the fingerprints being integral in me being able to describe the personality. I've been doing some reading, and so his question would be, how would this system apply in India or in areas in poverty where the people don't get to experience this level of self-actualization of being a movie director? Imagine having these fingerprints and you are in the slums. How would their life have played out differently?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question, and I don't have really maybe a good answer for that, because one part, like in Europe, we are more individualistic, way we look for ourselves, and in India or on the hemisphere on the south, how as far as I see, there is a we perspective, community perspective. So our way how we read the hands is really strongly based on individual growth. So when I would apply these fingerprints in this place, like in India, it could apply in a way to make them more conscious about the soul dynamic, and then I need just to interact with them and to see in what kind of level consciousness they are, and in this way I could talk with them. Mm-hmm. So I need to apply my language to their culture, and for that I don't have enough experience till now.
Would you predict that they would continue wanting to pursue being an artist?
I think it would give them a kind of consciousness, of understanding the inner voices, the inner dialogue, the inner longing. So this would be universal. Mm-hmm. So these inner urges that all humans have within themselves would give them more concrete language, and help them that yes, actually that's true what I'm having inside of me, and that's not nonsense. Mm-hmm. So I think on this way, this would be applying any kind of consciousness on this planet, especially also from the fingerprints, where you see fears of people and longings of people, but this more on a deeper level. And I think that will be interesting to make some experience how they would react to
and
that.
I've invited GM Handreader to share a video and interview somebody in India who is in poverty or in the survival level, in the Maslow hierarchy of needs, very low there, and see what we can see.
Yeah, it would be interesting to have to test that one time and to go there in a conversation. So till now I don't have experience for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great question. And so that's it for this week. So thank you very much. Thank you, Pascal. And please keep your comments, your questions coming. And if you like it, share. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry. 2 other follow-up questions. First off, just to try to make the answer a little bit clearer, if this hand was in India, if this hand was coming from the slums, would they still be an artist? If you're impoverished and you have no money, would you still be an artist or pursue that?
So this way how you ask me, I think the urge would be all around the world the same. So when you have this kind of quality in the fingerprints and in the hand, it could be there an artist. And if someone, we have also poor people in Switzerland, so they would struggle with the same issues that they would struggle in India when they are poor. But the urge to express themselves in the creative form, what he has, it would be the same. I think there would be any difference.
So if they couldn't make a movie, what could they make?
Well, then maybe from the hand, he would more use the hands, and he would start more in sculpture.
Okay.
And starting to do just with nothing and doing with that, because just it would satisfy his personality. Mm-hmm. And so out of that he would do this. The other thing, if he won't use that, he would be just a good survivor. He would be very physical, very strong, mm-hmm. and he would be very creative in surviving. Okay. And to know how I can go there, because he has a very strong mind in finding ways, finding paths in his life. So he would be a good survivor there.
What in his fingerprints told you he was an artist?
Well, this is one of the urge of the ring finger, the Apollo.
So the fact he has 2 whorls, one on both Apollo fingers.
Yeah, but it's not just because they are vertical. Could be also another sign there. just because our system weighs the highest value. So this is the thing, but it has nothing to do really just because of the worlds.
Right. Okay.
So it's
in
just
comparison with all the others that it happens to be expressing itself in a higher way.
Yeah, because of the Apollo, and there is a lot of Apollo energy, and like the uppers are spatulate, and the phi energy. All these is energy that I want to express myself. So it's an express myself energy.
Another question that came up recently was the ranking system in general. The people with arches, since we're ranking, should they feel insulted that they are the lower rank? That was the question.
Okay. No, that has nothing, absolutely nothing.
Why shouldn't they feel insulted because they don't get the higher rank? What's the deal there?
Well, when they understand the whole system, then they will understand that the ranking has nothing to do with a kind of valuing the quality in the personality that you are less valued. So by understanding the whole picture together, they will have the distinctive view of it. Okay,
and so it's more about looking at the contour of the soul, the contour of the of their urges inside them.
Exactly.
And not a value against it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they need to understand the whole, how the whole fingerprint system works, and then they can distinct that.
Okay. All right. Another question came in that actually two people thought that he had a resilient, unnerved personality. He's a tough guy. And I guess that's from the skin quality.
Well, the hand shape, earth and fire. So these
that makes him unnerved. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a tough guy.
Unresponsive a bit too. He can go in and just take it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And this big moon here was often thought of as a big storytelling. I also heard it as a good at occult sciences. In your experience, do you have people in the occult that have big moons, and how would you combine it here?
I wouldn't say necessary that it's obligated when you have a big moon they go in occult. So big moon is for sure a zone of fantasy, of dream, of the subconscious, of the intuition. So and when I have a long Mercury, then I have to go into the storytelling. So it's a combination from long Mercury and big moon. But just the moon itself doesn't make someone a good storyteller. It makes just a person more introverted, looking inside and get in contact with the inside. And occultism I would more bring then when the Saturn would be a little bit pointy. So a good Saturn with pointy tip and a big moon, then I would go more in this direction. So I need more other combinations to go in occultism. So I don't say this automatically, that's too easy.
Yeah, okay, great. All right, that was worth a follow-up, so thank you.